Welcome to the USFFL AFC Championship game. Kansas City visits Buffalo. Just about ready for kickoff here. We will switch over to the full screen. Stand by. Okay, we are awaiting a new game number, apparently. So we will wait for that and be on our way here in just a second. Back out to the game. Apparently we had some pre-file mix-ups. Should be coming any moment now. Kansas City coming into the AFC Championship game after their win over Cincinnati. Buffalo defeated Jacksonville in the divisional round. The winner will face San Francisco in the 23rd USFFL Super Bowl. We'll give these guys a minute to connect here. That'll give me a chance to relight the cigar. Okay, that's good. And it looks like we have a game. I think. Why is it giving me an option? What's going on here? Well, let's let them kick and we'll take it from there. So it looks like they are in and ready to go. Buffalo received the first half kickoff. And Bucker will kick away any moment from now, we think. Yeah, here we go. Hopefully the game is set up right. Looks like it is. Out to the 32-yard line. Misses Nyheim Hines touchdown on 3. He had 2 kickoff returns. I want to say in the second to last week of the season last year. In the same game that brought him his 3. He was traded mid-season from the Colts to the Bills. And we need to get a little more setup here. Blocking back formation. Going to go 3-3-5 against that blocking back. The Bills, a high short pass, long pass team, and they start out deep to Diggs. 5 is back there. Looking for a pick are the Chiefs. They get a pass rush instead. In they come. It's Mitch Morse against Chris Jones, and Chris Jones against the 7 gets off to a good start. 2nd and 20. So we don't quite know. Let's see. 10 versus 7. Just an 18% chance that 15 landed. Chiefs need more of that. But overall, nice number for the Bills, but it just didn't work out there. A nice number meaning 18% for Chris Jones is not a very high number. And now they'll face 2nd and long. These Bills, as you can imagine, just about in every down and distance, they're up at the top in short passing and long passing. And we'll take a look at the injuries here. Imagine that we're not going to see Tooney today. And there's Scantlin and Hines as well. Hines is able to play on special teams, hold against Buffalo. It's going to be either 3rd and 14 or 2nd and 30-ish. Not sure if we're in half-distance territory yet. I don't think we are. So 2nd and 30, yes, indeed. So interesting decision there for Coach Irvin because he could have taken away a end run for Allen. He's got a ton of them, though. I think he has 8. It's hard for him to get to that number, 7. And that would have decremented it by 1. Decided not to. 2nd and 30. Bills, one of the better penalty teams out there. So are the Chiefs. So an even matchup from penalty perspective. Long pass. Pass rush looks good in this 4-2-5. Can they get home? No. Going to be dumped. Possible penalty. Going to get 6 yards if it holds up. Looks like it's going to hold up. It does. Stephon Diggs makes it 3rd and 24. Whew. Not many 3rd and 24s for this squad. On the 3rd and very long, these Bills were 20th in the league in converting. I assumed they'd be a little better, but no. 4-1-6 wants to keep Jones on that left guard here. As opposed to matching up with the Mitch Morse 7 pass block rating for Chris Jones. Flat pass, Singletary, it's occupied by a 5. Gonna get 6 yards. So trying to eke back a little field position here. 4th and 18. Here comes Martin for the punt. Just 37 yards. From the 39 is Sky Moore. Calls for a fair catch. In the first game, these folks played each other in the regular season. The Bills won convincingly, but find themselves in a little bit of a precarious spot to start. Short pass, Hardman. A little bit of pass rush coming. 4 men in zone. Stretch that. 3 men in zone. Guessed right. Going to get flushed on the 0%. Incomplete to Kelsey. So Kelsey with a rare miss there. 87 on the sack die. Wouldn't have mattered who it went to. Was not going to get a sack. 2nd and 10. Kansas City came into had the regular season margin rank of 7 in dump-offs, meaning they had 74 dump-offs versus their opponents' 61. That plus 13 was good for 7th in the league. Off tackle, Pacheco. Going to test that defensive tackle. He can't make the play, and he's very good defensive run cards for Buffalo. 3rd and 4. Pacheco was hot as can be in the divisional round versus Cincinnati. It's off to a pretty decent start here. End run to Pacheco here on this 3rd and 4. Going to get 7 yards if it holds up. It does. First down, Kansas City. Up past midfield to the Buffalo 48. 1st and 10. 11:06 left first quarter. Pacheco preferred the linebucker during the regular season. Finished 12th in the league in linebucker attempts. 36 in off tackle. 34th in end run. So he did go a little bit everywhere. And there's another end run. The defensive end cannot make that play. It's going to be 5 yards. So a couple tests for the Buffalo defense. They've not been able to pass them, and it's put Kansas City in pretty decent positions. Here's 2nd and 5. Second and 5. KC comes into the game, 8th in the league in short passing. Goes linebacker here, Pacheco. Got a man there. Going to get just 2 yards on Pacheco's card. Brings up a 3rd and 3. Kansas City on 3rd and 3s. Finished 12th in the league in conversions. This defense of Buffalo had a hard time here. 29th in the league on 3rd and 5 on defense. No, by the way, had a hard time on offense, too. Last in the league. From the Bills' 41, I believe we are inside of the range of Bucker. Probably not going to need it, though. Yeah, that's right. 3 yards, first down to the Bills' 38. Checo stays in. Too tight. Flat pass. Kelsey. Man is there. He's a 0, though. Guessed right. Kelsey. I'm waiting for the roll. Mahomes flat pass right. You're looking for that +7 on 7 with no yak. That's his. Looks like they're locked up. So we will take a break. We figure this out, and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back on this 2nd and 3. And it looks like we lost the play call, which I'm fairly sure was a guessed wrong run. Was it not? Anyway, looking past Kelsey. 6 is there. That's where we were. We were on a flat pass Kelsey. So very similar to this. We did lose the play call, but we're getting something very close. This versus a 6 now instead of a 0. It's a fumble. It's going to be picked up by the defense. Possible penalty here. Is a flag down or not? Hold your breath, everybody. Out of sync. Buffalo has the ball. No flag. Kelsey fumbles. Picked up by the Bills. Bills came in 12th in the league in turnover margin. Recovering fumbles on defense. Just 18th in the league. Middle of the pack. But the Chiefs came in losing a high percentage of their fumbles. Finished 27th when they fumbled in being able to recover it. Going deep immediately to Gabriel Davis. Man is back there. Will the Bills give it right back? No, they're going to be flush. Another X roll. 23 yards. Going to be limited to 14 because it went to Gilliam. 1st and 10 at the 37. Bills come in 5th in the league in dump-off margin. Makes sense given how much they throw short pass and long pass. Led the league in both short passing and long passing. So naturally last in the league in small ball. Just 56% of the time running or flat passing. Deep again. 2 men back there this time. Incomplete. Would have been receiver. 2nd and 10. Bombs away for the Bills. I don't think they're trying to establish it early and then switch it up. I think it's just sort of what they do. We'll see. Looking past Singletary. The 4 is there. The 6 comes up. 9 yards. 3rd and 1. Four three. See Saunders in there. Long pass Diggs. Incomplete, almost intercepted. We need to look at this pass rush matchup. As you see the 4-3. So 4th and 1, going for it. Buffalo on offense was just the 25th in conversion attempts. And going for it here, 18th in efficiency. This Chiefs defense was 27th in efficiency. So they had some trouble. Can they get a stop here? Bills finished 10th in the league and guessed right wrong in this situation on 11 attempts. Long pass. Stephon Diggs guessed right. Low percentage play. It doesn't matter. 30 yards on the card of the Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 24. A huge 4th down play. Wow. First and 10 up to the 24. Still can throw a long pass here. So, not that it's a bad play, but, blocking back versus 4-2-5. So we see the matchup here. Flat pass, Singletary. Nobody's home. Incomplete. Josh Allen's card hits that 5. 2nd and 10. Bills do not rate top 10 in running in any category from 1st to 3rd down. Doesn't matter how you slice it. Here's a run to Singletary up against that 0, trying to take advantage of that defensive tackle. Can they do it? No, dreaded 5, and it's a fumble. It's picked up by the defense. Possible penalty. Do we have a false start? Is that what I'm seeing here? It is. So take off the turnover. 2nd and 15. See, Singletary has an 8.2 fumble. It's elevated, and the 8 came in right there. That's why we saw the fumble. Short pass, Gabriel Davis. Enough of this running stuff. Complete for 12. No flag, 3rd and 3. Blocking back formation. What defense do the Chiefs style up? It's a 4-3 blitz. So we take a look at the blocking of Hart. He's not helping. He's the first one to go to. If the asterisk comes up, if he's running a pattern, then it would move to Singletary in that situation. It's an off-tackle Singletary up against that 6. Guessed wrong. Looking for 3. And the Bills find 3 yards. They can, if there's no penalty, there's no penalty to the 4-yard line. Goes Devin Singletary. Gets the 9 roll on the short gain. Needed the other side of that for a touchdown. But a big 3rd down conversion, 1st and goal from the 4. As you'd expect, Bills number 2 in the league in passing in 1st and goal-to-goal situations. It's an off-tackle Singletary, changing it up, man in zone. The offensive tackle makes the play. Deion Dawkins, touchdown Bills, 6-0. Pass on for the extra point. So the Bills shrug off a tough start by getting a key turnover, an unlikely one, on a Travis Kelce receiver fumble. Convert a 4th down on a long pass. Chiefs are going to get a little boost here out to the 33 on a face mask by Bills. But they hold a 7-point lead with 4:30 left in the first quarter. Pacheco's behind Mahomes. It's Hardman and Smith-Schuster. And we see El Gritty in there. Commissioner doing yeoman's job here. Looking past Hardman. Nobody home. Looking for yards. They get just 7. They'll take that, of course. That's success on first down, 2nd and 3. First and 10 from the 49. End run Pacheco. 5 yards. 2nd and 5 to the 44. And I'm just distracted with something here. Sorry about that. 2-yard gain. Pacheco not finding those short gains yet. 3rd and 3. Had a guess wrong opportunity there. Chiefs feels like they're doing a lot of small ball here to start off. 3rd and 3. From the Bills' 42. Short pass, Smith-Schuster. No small ball here. Complete on Mahomes' stellar short pass card up to the 31-yard line. 1st and 10. 2:06 left first quarter. Bills lead 7-0. Edwards-Helaire. Off tackle to him. Nobody home. The tackle's not going to make that play. 6 yards on first down. Loaded up the zones, just did not load up that one. Wouldn't have made much of a difference, I don't think. No. 2nd and 4. Back to Edwards-Helaire, guessed wrong. Needs 4 for the first down. Finds the dreaded 5, however. 3rd and 4. Edwards-Helaire with a kind of a troublesome card. That's not a bad column, though. The off tackle wrong. Last year, very useful guessed right. Not quite the usefulness this year, but, solid. Certainly unspectacular. Pacheco looking for 4. Guessed wrong. Nobody home. Gets 15. First down. Chiefs to the Bills' 10-yard line. Good spot to be. 18 seconds left first quarter. Chiefs trying to tie it up. This Bills defense was 6 in red zone efficiency. Chiefs offense 2nd. The entire playbook is open. Flat pass. Guessed wrong. Go in the direction of the 6. Matt Milano. Short gain. Touchdown if it holds up. It does. It does. I saw holding and made me think that it was going against the Chiefs. It's against the Bills. Touchdown, Kansas City. 7-6. Bucker on for an extra point. And Bucker hits it. We are tied at 7. Takes us to the end of the first quarter. Gets the number 2 back. It's not so bad either. He gets it up to the 30-yard line. Bucker missing his touchbacks early. Keep an eye on that. Not many good options there. Not a good squib situation for the Chiefs against these good returners. They're facing that 3 touchdown. Blocking back versus the 4-2-5. Look in pass. Nobody home to Singletary. Gets 9 yards on first down. Saw 2 men deep there for the Chiefs. And I do like the fact that we can put any defense in. It just makes the game far more interesting. Just 2 yards on the line buck. Snake eyes. Pretty sure you got yards galore on the other runs, but the line buck cost the Bills there. But they get the first down. 1st and 10 now up to the 41. See a little bit of a move to small ball here for the Bills. Let's see if that's a trend. They're just dangling it out there to get that safety down and get back to their old deep passing. Let's see which way it falls. 1st and 10 here, waiting for the play call. And we're locked up again. We will step aside. Be right back. Okay, we are back. 2nd and 10 after an incomplete long pass to a double-teamed Gabriel Davis that just missed on his receiving card. 2nd and 10. Blocking back again against this 4-2-5. Daring Singletary to run. Short pass knocks 3 men in zone. Gets 14. Would have been a long gain on the defensive card. Just 14. No complaints from Buffalo. Of course, there's another halfback, James Cook, that lingers for these Bills. Cook. Let's see him later. Off tackle Singletary gets 4. 2nd and 6. Once again, this blocking back versus 4-2-5. Flat pass knocks. The 4 is there. Gets 10 again on the 6 roll. Number of 6s so far for Buffalo. 1st and 10 up to the KC 31. 11:42 left, 2nd quarter. We are tied at 7. Short pass Diggs, 3 men in zone. Lots of opportunity here with 3 men if they can evade the Chris Jones sack. He's flushed. Gets 6 yards. It was Saunders against Saffold. Just 7% chance. 2nd and 4. Blocking back again against this 4-2-5. Flat pass. Davis double teaming Diggs. Going to get 2 yards. 3rd and 2 now for the Bills, inching up into still in the 40-yard field goal range. Third and 2. 18th in the league running here. Saw a run earlier in the 3rd and short. Stays in the 4-2-5 in this 3rd and short. So commitment to the run is a pretty serious commitment. Short pass. It's wrong. Allen has some holes, but Davis is going to bring it to the 3. 20 yards on the short pass, down to the 3-yard line, 1st and goal. Guessed wrong. Gabriel Davis does damage. Incomplete, guessed right. So gutsy call there by the defense. Doesn't work out. 1st and goal from the 3. It's still Singletary, despite James Cook's good guessed right running. It's a short pass. Guessed wrong. 4 men in zone. Looking for the pick are the Chiefs. They don't get it. Touchdown Diggs on his maxed out short pass guard. It's 13-7 Buffalo with 10:30 left in the half. Make it 10-12. Bass on for the extra point. His kick is good. 14-7. So these offenses trading blows here. Touchback for Bass. KC starts out at their own 25. Buffalo's defense came into the game overall in points against, 14th in the league at 23.7. Yards against, 20th in the league at 356. Looking for help from Trey Smith. Can't get it on the 6. 2nd and 9. That's McKinnon's first run of the day. Too tight with Pacheco. Short pass Kelsey. 3 men in zone. They get home. They do. Ed Oliver does for a 10-yard loss. 3rd and 19. Oliver up against Algoretti with Tooney out. It's the 32 out of 55. That's good enough for the sack. Our commiss should be commended for sticking with that injury through the strat anomaly that occurred in the pre-files. 3rd and 19. It just takes it right on the chin there. Poetic justice would be a conversion here. Short pass, Warren, 19. You're asking a lot. It's incomplete unless there's a penalty. There is not. 4th and 19. Chiefs will have to punt. Townsend can flip field position with the best of them. They're showing block. No X-die. From the 31 is Crowder. Crowder calls for a fair catch. Bills with a 1-score lead and the ball. 8:24 left, first half. Chiefs will get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. Blocking back, sticking with Singletary here in the first half. Short pass to Singletary. 3 men in zone. Gets 12. And that highly populated 3-man short pass defense for the Chiefs. Singletary probably wouldn't be the guy you want to hit that long gain with. Or Hart for that matter. As long as 22. Singletary. And we're locked again. We'll be back. Okay, we are back and up and running here. 1st and 10 for the Bills. We flip sides as now Kansas City's hosting. So now you see Buffalo going north to south here. Off tackle, Singletary, going up against that 6, and he's going to make the play. Chris Jones in. Makes it 2nd and 10. And run Allen on the 2nd and 10. Looking for Allen's card. Can he find it? Yes, short gain, 15 yards. Devastating end run for Josh Allen. Would have been 9 yards for Mahomes on that 9. Short gain for Allen. 1st and 10 up to the 42. Big part of Allen's game. Blocking back again. With Singletary. Off tackle, this time going left. Man is there. Seth makes that block on his 4 versus the 4 white die, but still just 3 yards with the man in zone. 2nd and 7. Onto the fringes of Bass 2 through 5 field goal range. Long pass, Diggs. 2 men are back there. Chiefs hunting for the pick. Hey, get a sack, and Chris Jones is in on the 80%er. And knock him back 5 yards. Set up a 3rd and 12 from the KC 44. Take a look at Josh Allen's ability to get 12 yards. Yeah, right down the pike. 12 right there on 7. Close enough on 10. Of course, the other ones get good yards too. So not deterred to throw the short pass here. Going out of the pistol. McKenzie checks in. Let's take a look at McKenzie's card because it seems like a team well suited for 3 wide, 2 running backs. If McKenzie has a decent card, not so good. Shakir will be better next year. Once again, lining up in the 4-2-5, maintaining that advantage for Jones that we just saw. 17, though, probably would have landed against the 7-2. We saw the Chiefs flash a 3-3-5 early. They've been staying away since because of that Chris Jones matchup. Now they decide to get out of the 4-2-5. Do the Chiefs as they call a timeout? What will we see instead? We see a 4-1-6 dime, or we see a 3-3-5. It's one or the other. 4-1-6 dime. So you bring these safeties up. They also bring contain. Of course, Bolton has plenty of contain. If you're worrying about the Josh Allen and run, if these guys move up. Guaranteed pass call is going to tempt Zach to go end run to Allen here. See if he takes that opportunity or looks elsewhere. I'm going to go short pass to Diggs. 4 men in zone. Pass rush is there. It's a long gain. Diggs brings it in and scores. 44 yards for the touchdown. Stephon Diggs does damage. It was a short pass to Diggs's card. Guessed right, hit that 12 long gain right there. Wow, big play, game-breaking ability for Stephon Diggs. Gives the Bills a 20-7 lead. Bass trying to make it 21. Can he? Yes. 21-7 Buffalo. Not much you can do about that as a defense. This is good cards of Buffalo show up. Pacheco out to the 24. That's where the Chiefs start out with 5:06 left in the half. They get the ball, so no time to panic at all. Rest easy if you're the Chiefs. Plenty of time and opportunity to get right back in this thing. Flat pass McKinnon. Heading over to the 6 territory, Matty Milano is there and does not make the pick on the 2-12 split, 2nd and 10. Whole playbook is open to the Chiefs here. Here's an end run to Mahomes. His first of the game. Goes the defensive card. Can't make the play, though. So 3rd and 4. Would have been 9 yards, I believe, on Mahomes' card. So not much difference. Although still significant. 3rd and 1, a lot more comfortable than a 3rd and 4. Especially against these defensive cards. 2 tight versus 3-3-5. Inviting the run. Let's see if the Chiefs accept the invitation. Flat pass. Hardman against the 0. Going to get 8 yards if he's not penalized. He's not. First down up to the 39-yard line. Just under 4 minutes left in the half. Stays too tight. Noah Gray's your second tight end. Losing the deep threat of Valdez Scantling is significant for these Chiefs. Flat pass, Noah Gray. Once again against the 0. Gray gets a nice gain of 9 yards. 2nd and 1. Up toward midfield now. 3:18 left. First half. Too tight with McKinnon. Forston checks in, replacing Noah Gray. It's a look-in pass. Guess wrong against the 6. Looking for Mahomes' card. Doesn't get it again. The interception split. Incomplete. 3rd and 1. Too tight against a blitzing 4-3. Line Buck Mahomes, guessed wrong, gets 4 yards and a first down. Into Buffalo territory. 3 minutes left. Nope, it's going to be 2:24 or 2:42. The Chiefs go for 2:24. If they choose. 48 yards to go to pay dirt. Gray checks back in the too tight. Again, a 3-3-5. Buffalo 20th in the league in double teaming. Here's a flat pass. Not double teamed correctly against a 0. Guessed right. It's Hardman. It's going to hit that 0 hard. The 4 white die comes up. Gets 15 yards up to the Buffalo 33. 2:06 left. First half. Pacheco is your back. Flat pass. Kelsey. 2 men are there. Incomplete. Nicely done. 2 6s, as a matter of fact. And the 6 comes up. Can't get the interception split that time. That one would have paid off. 2nd and 10. Mahomes 8 for 13. And to run Mahomes, it's guessed right. Looking for the defensive card. This time doesn't get it. Loss of 6. Nicely called by the defense. Sets up a 3rd and 16 out to the 39-yard line on the fringes of Butker field goal range. Got out of bounds. And now it's 3rd and very long, and that's Mahomes' 2nd end run. So unlikely to use it for quite a long time. Need to keep that threat going. Mahomes, I believe, would have gotten the short gain there. Flat pass McKinnon. Yeah, he would have. Incomplete, guessed wrong, hits the 7. And the Chiefs are going to have to think about a field goal here from deep. Get the ball back. It's about a coin flip, a little less than that because of, I believe there's some variable risk here. Let's see. He goes out to the 45, so no variable risk. So it's a bit better. Oh, it's right about 50%. And the question is, do you want to give the Bills the ball back? If you miss it, close to midfield. With 2 timeouts, likely the Chiefs could get the ball back. Likely, especially with how the Bills like to throw. But just for 19 yards of field position, if you can't cough in it, Townsend is not particularly good here with such a short field, given his strong leg. Going to need a coffin kick sort of down card to be able to pin him. We await the decision. Sorry, OM. What's OM? OM. 1 minute, I believe. It's going to decide to punt. So looking for a down card coffin corner here. From Townsend. It's Buffalo. We call for return this time. And they get the down card. Is it too far down card? No, it's nice. So from the 7-yard line now, the Bills start out with 1:37 left in the half. Chiefs looking to turn it right around to get the ball back. To give Butker an opportunity. 1 first down would likely salt it away. On a 2nd or 3rd down, that would be. Could salt it away. You get it fast. Not so much. But get it any which way you can if you're the Bills. I'm going to dig out of this field position. It's a blocking back versus 4-2-5. They are in safety danger zone here with Chris Jones and a favorable matchup. And it's a look-in pass to Singletary. He's going to make the play. Joshua Williams, the 4, gets the 4 white die, 2nd and 10. Clock down to 1:30. Short pass Diggs. 72% chance for Jones. Can't get there, but neither can Allen, and it's incomplete. 3rd and 10, 122. No timeouts burned by the Chiefs. Gotta feel pretty good. And a chance for a sack here. If you don't get that, and there's an incompletion, the Chiefs will be getting the ball back in pretty good field position. 4-1-6. Feels like it's Josh Allen time to me. Even in the 3 wide. I don't think he has a loss of 7 on this end run right, if the 1 die shows up. It's a flat pass. McKenzie, nobody's home. Needs 10. Gets 6. Timeout coming for the Chiefs. There it is. 1:15 left. Out to the 13-yard line. Martin. This punt roll will tell us a lot of the story. Here it comes. It's a bad one. 37 yards. To midfield is Sky Moore. Looking for a return. Moore gets 10. And the Chiefs pretty much start out where they stopped last time. Now they have 1:07 and one timeout. Plenty of time. It's a short pass. Incomplete on that stellar Bills defensive card. Would have been complete, I believe, on Mahomes' card. 2nd and 10. Flat pass. McKinnon. Nobody's home. Looking for yards here. This time gets 14 to the 26. 52 seconds left in the half. Got out of bounds. Chiefs in business. Get the ball at the start of the third quarter. Get right back in this thing. Now we see a 4-3 blitz coming. Makes sense given the lack of pass blocking from these backs of the Chiefs. Flat pass, guessed wrong against that 0. Another 12 yards for McKinnon on his card. Making up for that drop last drive up to the 14-yard line. Out of bounds again. Chiefs probably going to turn off the out of bounds here. They're moving a little too efficiently probably for their liking. Too tight again against the 4-3 blitz. Short pass, guessed right. 4-minute zone. They get home. Again, working on Algretti. A loss of 9, 2nd and 19. And barely gets the sack. 52 on a 55. So now the Chiefs are worried about the clock. Take a timeout. They're last. 2nd and 19. Do you use Mahomes' last end run here? Oof. Short pass, Smith-Schuster, 4 men. Incomplete again on the Bills' card. 3rd and 19. (3-3-5). Long pass, Watson. The 6 is back there. Looking for the hit on Mahomes' card. Goes to the 11. So sort of glad he landed on that defensive card. Now Bucker's going to come in with 22 seconds left. Try to cut this to an 11-point game. Bucker's kick is no good. He missed it. 2 through 8, 12. Gets the 11. Chiefs worked so hard for points before the half. Oh, full house, and it's a knee from Allen. That is going to bring us to the half. I need to step aside for just a moment. Be right back. Okay, we're underway, second half. Chiefs with possession. First down picked up 5 yards after the touchback. End run Pacheco. Guessed wrong. Looking for yards. Looks like he went end run last time, too. This time finds that short gain, 16 yards, up to the 46. Let's get those first half stats or something close to it up on the screen for posterity's sake here. Buffalo led in yardage. First down is a no gain. Already, again, has an impact. 2nd and 10. Too tight versus this 3-3-5. End run Pacheco. We find that short gain again. He can. It's a possible penalty. 16 yards. Looks like it's holding up. No. Clipping against Kansas City. 15-yard penalty. Net effect of 31 yards. 2nd and 25 at the KC 31. That's a tough one. Very tough. Long pass Hardman. 6 is back there. Gonna get to Mahomes' card. Bail them out of this 2nd and long situation. Here we go. It's going to be a dump off. Needs 25. Gets possible loss of 3. Maybe incomplete if it's looking. Don't know yet how it dump off worked. It went to the flat, so a loss of 3. 3rd and 28. You have Mahomes' card, and you can rear back and throw it. It's a flat pass. McKinney gets 16 of it back, but it's a punting situation here for the Chiefs. Certainly flipped the field there. 56 yards to the end line. Where does Townsend put it? He puts a little too long. Those 16 yards were a few too many. Crowder will let it bounce, and the Bills will have the ball, a 2-score lead here in the second half with 12 minutes left through a quarter. 21-7 Buffalo. Singletary remains in as your back. Blocking back versus 4-2-5. Off tackle Singletary. Gets 5 yards in the direction of Chris Jones. 2nd and 5. Short pass. Knox. He's doubled up nicely. Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd and 5. Would have been incomplete across the board on Allen's card. Right, wrong, indifferent. Bills struggle here. Last in the league in converting from 3 to 5 yards. Short pass, Davis. He's not doubled up. 4 men in zone. Flushed. Needs 5. Gets just 1. Will not convert. The Chiefs will get the ball back. Martin puts it to the 25. Sky Moore. 8 yards. Chiefs start out. Their own 33. 10:30 left. So much time left. No sweat if you're KC, you'd like it to be in a different position, but very, very many pathways here for a comeback. Looking pass on first down against the 6. Falls incomplete. Mahomes struggling to find a rhythm here, but he can turn on a dime. Short pass, Smith-Schuster. 4 men in zone. Blitzer's coming. Incomplete on Mahomes' card. Let's take a look at Mahomes so far. I'm just curious what his long is. As long as 16, which would have been a flat pass. And I am confused. We have a 1st and 10 somehow. Okay, so somehow we skipped around and missed a first down conversion. How that happened, we don't know. End run Pacheco on the 2nd and 10. Just 3 yards, now back to 3rd down, 3rd and 7. Too tight versus 3-3-5. Smith-Schuster, short. Gets it on Mahomes' card, first down. Needed that one. Up to the Bills' 42. 8:24 left, 3rd quarter. Linebuck Pacheco, nobody home. Hunting for a short gain. Gets it on that 3. Wow, he hits that 3 often. 1st and 10 up to the 27-yard line. Linebuck again to Pacheco. This time 5 yards. He'll take that. 2nd and 5 to the 22. Across the halfway mark of the 3rd quarter. Still 21-7 Bills lead. Chiefs knocking on the door at the Bills 22, 2nd and 5. Too tight with Gray in as your second tight end. Pacheco is the back. Off tackle draw. Nobody home. Guess wrong. And a face mask is going to add more to this. The Bills are going to be pinned back against their goal line. 1st and goal from the 8 for the Chiefs. Chiefs 26th in running here. But likely 4-down territory, probably 1 or 2. So you might see a run here. No, short pass, Tony. Lots of blitzers coming. It's a must-run touchdown, Patrick Mahomes from 8 yards out. And the Chiefs are right back in at 21-13. Buck around for the extra point. His kick is good. 21-14, 6:36 left. 3rd quarter. Bills' second possession of the second half starts out from their own 25. It's a blocking back versus 4-2-5. Still no sign of James Cook. Linebuck Singletary, nobody home. The guard makes the block. Saffold again, another 4 for his 4 run block. 2nd and 4 now from the 31. Linebuck Singletary, again, guess wrong, nobody home. This time 7 yards. 1st down, Bills up to the 38-yard line. Bills have been adjusting their play calling nicely here. Cook checks in for the first time today. Maybe saving him for this sort of situation. Higher leverage, 1st and 10. Looking past Cook. It's the only linebacker covered. Blitzer's coming. Gets 8 yards again on the 6 white die. with a man there. 2nd and 2 to the Bills' 46. Clock down to 4:48, third quarter. Blocking back versus 4-2-5. Do we see more small ball from these Bills? Convince these Chiefs to maybe get out of this formation, maybe call some runs? It's a long pass. Gabriel Davis, one man is there. He's going to make the play. Does Thornhill. A 5 versus a 5 on the white die. 3rd and 2. And we don't see the right running of Cook here. It's Singletary. Maybe I just don't know the cards well enough. I thought Cook was just sort of a right running specialist. Maybe not specialist, but very competent. I just suspect that you don't see that. Well, you see a +2 there in the line book for Singletary. He has a path or two. Big play here. It's an off tackle. Guess strong, nobody home. Going right at Chris Jones. He makes the play. 4th and 2. Decision time for Buffalo. Can pin him nicely with a punt, 54 yards out. They're going to go for it anyway. Singletary stays in the game. Hart in the game at blocking back. He saw a 4th down long pass convert early in the game in a similar situation. What now? It's a flat pass. Guess wrong to Singletary. Just needs 2, gets 3. 1st down, Bills. Goes the defensive card, hits the +3 on the 5 roll, one man. And the Bills get through that really tough test. Singletary stays in 1st and 10 now in this blocking back formation. Chiefs stay 4-2-5. Short pass Diggs. He's not doubled up. Lots of blitzers coming. Can they get home? No. But Snead makes the play to prevent the completion. 2nd and 10 on a hard chock full of completions. That was a play where it was with all that pass rush coming and that 3-man card, you figured it was the ball was going to move 10 yards either way. That no gain or an incompletion was just really not in the cards, but showed up. Long pass Diggs. Nobody back there. Chris Jones, lots of opportunity, but 29 yards on Allen's card to the Chiefs 22. 1st and 10, 2:42 left. 3rd quarter. Saw Jones get in early on the very first series of the game. End run Allen, nobody home. Guessed wrong. Whose card is it going to? It's back to Allen's card. 1st down if there's no penalty. There's a penalty, false start. Wipe away the 14-yard gain. 1st and 15 at the Chiefs 27 now. 2:42 left, 3rd quarter. Allen preserves his carries, but he's got plenty, not really a worry. He has 6 left here in the waning moments of the 3rd quarter. Short pass, Dawson Knox. Pass rush. Can't get there. 72% chance. Hits at 81. And it's a 14-yard gain. 2nd and 1. One more linebacker coming in would have probably still missed. I think it would have gone up to 80%. If I'm not mistaken. Flat pass, Singletary. Pass rush is active. Guessed right. Man is there. Hits the short gain for 10. Down to the 3. Chiefs sort of lucky to avoid the touchdown here. They have a chance to stop it. It's 1st and goal at the 3-yard line. Singletary stays in. I'm not sure about Cook's fumble. I'm just trying to make sure I understand these cards well enough. 4-2-5 blitz against the blocking back. Linebuck Josh Allen guessed wrong. Needs 3. Gets 1. So 2 through 7 was good. Hit the 9. 2nd and goal from the 2. Now full house against a 4-2-5 yet again. Bolton off the field. Kind of could use Bolton here, couldn't you? Off tackle, Cook. It's Guest right. Can he come through Guest right? He can on the defensive card. Touchdown, James Cook. 27-14 Buffalo here. With 1:12 left in the third quarter. Tyler Bass going to try to make it 28-14. He does. And the Chiefs have a hole to dig out of. They dug out of a hole against Denver in the wild card round. They need to come up with it again against a tougher defense. Against the Bills, teams like to short pass primarily. 5th in the league. And short passes against 24% of the play calls were short. Flat pass, Pacheco. Against the 0 out there. 32 yards, Guest right, Pacheco. Hits the 12 on his card. Puts the Chiefs immediately into Bills territory at the 43. Pacheco has been really the MVP of these playoffs for the Chiefs so far. Right around 100 yards rushing and a huge reception there. Flat pass, Kelsey, again picking on that 0, gets 5 yards. That's going to bring us to 18 seconds left in this third quarter. A 2nd and 5 from the Bills, 38. 28-14, Buffalo leads. 2 tight against a 3-3-5. Pacheco in the shotgun is Mahomes. So linebucks are open. That's what Pacheco likes best. Looking past Gray. Nobody's there. Opportunity for the Chiefs to get some yards. They get just 5. Goes to Gray's receiving card, and on the 3, gets 5 yards. That's good enough for a first down. We start the fourth quarter with a 1st and 10 from the Bills' 33-yard line. Chiefs looking at a 28-14 deficit. Too tight. Flat pass. Hardman. Again picking on the 0. Guessed right. And they lose 3 yards. Mahomes' -3 yak shows up again for a second time today. 2nd and 13. And run, Mahomes. It's going to be a mandatory penalty, so he's not going to be charged with a carry there. Would have gotten 5 yards. I would imagine the Chiefs would accept that. Hold on to Mahomes' carry. Short pass, Smith-Schuster, 4 men in zone. Some pass rush, complete for 10. 3rd and 3. Second time Mahomes has hit the 9 on his card, which is the interception split for the Bills. Too tight versus 4-3. Bills finished 2nd in the league in interceptions by their defense. Short pass, Smith-Schuster, 3 men in zone. Must run 8 yards. If it holds up, it does. First down, Chiefs. Into the red zone they go. 13:30 left fourth quarter from the 18-yard line. Four three, not blitzing here. End run, McKinnon, guessed wrong. Gets 3 yards, but we have offsetting penalties. Do it again. Chiefs will take that. 3 yards, not success. Four yards is your kind of minimum acceptable first down play. Keep you on schedule. Short pass, Smith-Schuster. He's double teamed. Almost intercepted. The 12 is rolled on Mahomes' double team card. 2nd and 10. This is prime territory for the Mahomes end run, but do you want to use it right now? The last one. Flat pass, Hardman picking on that 0. Looking for the 7. Gets the big yak. Touchdown, Hardman. Again to the -3, but Hardman's yak gets the +24, and the Chiefs are in the end zone, and we have a 28-20 game. Will the Chiefs go for 1 or 2 here with 12:36 left against a tough D? Bucker's going to line it up. He's not automatic. His kick is good. (28-21) Buffalo. 12:36 left, fourth quarter. We have an offside against Kansas City. Make him do it again. Give Nyheim Hines a chance. I would say so. With you have Hines. You want as many kickoffs as you can get, even though you're starting out in the 30. Make him kick it again. Yeah, makes sense to me. And Hines can't get the touchdown, but the Bills get a few yards out to the 37-yard line. 1st and 10. Running clock is not really a concern yet for the Bills. Getting points is your concern in a one-score game. Singletary is your halfback here in a blocking back formation. Hart is your blocking back. Chiefs thought about it a little bit more, and they stick with the 4-2-5. The Bills have been small balling well. Long pass Diggs. He's doubled up. Opportunity for the Chiefs to get a pick. They don't get it on the interception split. With nobody back there, it reverts to one man, and it's 2nd and 10. It sort of highlights the opportunity. You don't pick up much in the interceptions for Josh Allen. He's 2 through 10, 12, guessed right. And he is so double team, his automatic pick on 11, there's really no difference from 2 through 10, 12. He doesn't have an auto pick. Short pass, Singletary, 3 men in zone. Long game will just yield 22 if he finds it. It's going to be a dump off. Looking for 10 yards on this 2nd and 10, gets 7. 3rd and 3 from the 44. Singletary stays in. Chiefs go 4-2-5 once more. Bills have been trying to persuade them to go to 4-3. Here's a look-in pass. Guessed right. Man is there. He's a 4. Needs 3 yards. Gets nothing. Incomplete. 4th and 3. What do the Bills do here? Conventional wisdom says punt. And they go blocking back. Singletary in the backfield. What do the Chiefs do here? Do they relent and go 4-3 on a 4th and 3? No. 4-2-5. Lots of options here for the Bills. Without knowing the cards, I'd say end run Singletary. I assume he has a +5 or something on his 7. Guessed right. Probably not going to get in. You have to look at the cards closer just to make sure that you got 3 yards on 6, 7, 8, 0 men, because you're going to get 0 men out there. You see Nadi is in along the defensive line, which brings that 0 up to a 4 at right tackle. Here's our play call. Huge play in the game. Off tackle, Singletary. Nobody home. Guessed wrong. Needs 3. Gonna get 5. Nadi cannot make the play on the 6 white die. 1st and 10, Buffalo. 10-12 left, fourth quarter. Back to the 4-2-5. Linebuck Singletary, nobody home. Gets 4 yards on first down, 2nd and 6. Into Chiefs territory at the 47. Four, 2-5. Short pass. Gabriel Davis, 3 men in zone. Blitzers are there. Incomplete on the 12 again. 3rd and 6. Can't seem to find the Chiefs card when they need it lately. And these short passes, 3 men. And the Chiefs can't find a D-die. 3rd and 6 from the 47. The way they've been going for it on 4th down, a flat pass is not out of the question here. A Josh Allen run is not out of the question here. Given the way they've been, especially with Willie Gay out there, he's a contained problem. Long pass, Gabriel Davis. The 5 is back there. It's guessed right. Not much blitz. Flushed. Needs 6. Gets 10. First down, Bills. I can feel the pounding of the table from here in Kansas City, or Wichita, where Tim is located exactly. Because that's a tough one. Tough one to take. Well defended, well called by the Chiefs. And everything done right. End run, Josh Allen guessed wrong. Man is there, limits him to 5 yards, 2nd and 5. Another nice call by the Chiefs defense. Would have been a 2-7 split for 15. I don't know how that would have ended up. Off tackle, Singletary, nobody home against that 0. And it goes to that 0. And he gets 5 yards. 1st and 10, Bills, halfway through the 4th quarter. Now it's about setting up any which way to get a 2-score lead. With 7:30 left, now running clock and just getting out of here with points is what you have to think about from the Bills' perspective. No, they don't. There's high sack chances here, but it's 12 yards anyway. Wow. Risked getting sacked out of field goal range. No D-die. 1st and 10 from the 15. 7:12 left. 4-2-5 blitzing now. As the Chiefs need some variability. They really do. Looking pass, Diggs against the 4, guessed right. Gets 7 yards on Diggs' stellar flat pass card. 2nd and 3. Diggs, his receiver card has come into play today. You see that line, 8 for 141, 2 touchdowns for Diggs. Blocking back formation. 2nd and 3 from the 8-yard line. 6:36 left. Bills lead 28-21. Guessed wrong. Diggs, 4 men in zone. Diggs incomplete on the interception split. On Allen's card, it would have been incomplete guessed right as well. It was 11. 2-5, 12 guessed right. Just 2 guessed wrong. Blocking back again on this 3rd and 3 from the 8. Nadi is not in there, I don't think. So the 0 is at right tackle. Nick Bolton, not in the game. It's an end run, Josh Allen. Nobody home. To avoid the dreaded 5. He does. It's 6 yards on the defensive card. 1st and goal, avoids the penalty as well from the 2-yard line. 5:42 left. The Chiefs need to make a decision to go after somebody. You know who that is. Double teaming, keying. They need variability here. They're keying. It's guess strong. 3 men in zone. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox hauls it in. Justin Reed is on him a 5, but the white die is 6. Tyler Bass looking to make it a 14-point lead again. He does. It's 35-21, 5:24 left. Bass is kicking away. Pacheco runs it out to the 22. And the Chiefs need to think about how they're going to dig out of this here. Without one of their star receivers and against a very good pass defense. 3-2-6. 5:06 left. It's a flat pass to Kelsey against that 0. Incomplete on Mahomes' card. 2nd and 10. Again, 3-2-6. McKinnon looking at an empty looking pass zone. Gets 10 yards. Clock will run. 1st and 10 up to the 32. 4:12 left, 4th quarter. 35-21 Buffalo. Kansas City ball at their own 32. Trying to mount a comeback. Looking pass once more. Nobody home. 10 yards for McKinnon. Punishing the middle of the field. 3:36 now left. Clock is really running. Looking for bigger gains than 10 on those empty look-ins. Once again, a looking pass. This time to McKinnon. Just gets 7. Just misses that long gain. 2nd and 3 from the 49. Clock ticks to 3 minutes. Two men back. Incomplete. Figured Zach was going to change it up there. Not much opportunity for a completion on the 2 roll. Not much opportunity at all against this Bills defense going deep. Flat pass, McKinnon. There's a man there this time. Looking for the 6 on the white die or the Chiefs. Can they get that 6? No. But it's a yak gain of 24. Once again, hitting a big yak. Chiefs have been living on the yak in this postseason. Up to the Bills' 27-yard line now. 2:42 left with a decision. They're going to run it to 2:06. 1st and 10 from the 27. Flat pass McKinnon against the 0. 10 yards again on the 6 white die. Up to the Bills' 17. Got out of bounds. Didn't matter. We're at the warning. 2 minutes left. 35-21 Buffalo. Chiefs in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 17. Too tight. It's Gray as your second tight end. Pacheco's the back. 3-3-5. End run Mahomes. His last one. Looking for that short gain. Gets that 9-yard gain. 2nd and 1 from the 8. Mahomes is now fatigued. Too tight. Once again, Bill's not a big double team here. Short pass. Lots of blitz. 4 men. Guessed right. Complete. Noah Gray makes the catch on his card. Touchdown. Kansas City Chiefs. Now the question of going for 2 is a real one. Let's say you do it, especially with Bucker 2 through 10. And they do. Too tight. Tough defense to do it against. Goes linebucker. Guessed right. Men are there. No good. I was surprised to see the shotgun take away the end run possibility where there'd be 0 men. Guessed run anyway to his card. And the onside kick goes to Buffalo. 3 timeouts for the Chiefs. They would have a long field in a punting situation. 35-27, Buffalo leads. 1:15 left. Stays in the 4-2-5. Won't get hurt or something. Linebuck Allen. No gain and offside against the Chiefs. That hurts. Badly. That hurts really, really badly. Stopped him for no gain. Off tackle Singletary. Nobody home. Guess right. 8-yard block for Deion Dawkins. First down. Chiefs will have to use a timeout, and this game is over. The Bills can sit on it from here. Chiefs will not be able to stop. 52-45. 1 second left, I think. Maybe on fourth down, which of course you just kneel it again. I think that's where we are. Maybe 8 seconds. I have to look at my chart. If I was in this game, I'd be looking at charts. I'm calling it. I should also be looking at charts. So let's see, 52-45. Yeah, I think we'll see another one here. This will run it down to, is it 8 or 1? 1. One more kneel, and that's it. The Bills will advance with a successful kneel down right here to end it. The Buffalo Bills, the number 1 seed in the AFC, will face the San Francisco 49ers in the USFFL Super Bowl. Congratulations to Zach on just a fantastic season and a great win over a great carded team and a great coach. I'll invite them to join. Feels good, says Zach. Yeah, it sure does. Has to feel good for him. Bills 49ers, the Chris Berman matchup. As we await a joiner, we'll take a look at some stats. Very close all the way around. 3-yard edge for Chiefs. Total yards, a 0.1 edge for Buffalo in yards per play. Both quarterbacks played very well, over 100 rating. That Kelsey fumble was a big one. No picks. Lots of yak for the Chiefs. They didn't complete a long pass, I don't believe. Bills get out unscathed from an injury perspective. We'll take a look at that as we look ahead to the Super Bowl. Yeah, they'll come in healthy next week. Completely healthy. Welcome, Tim.
Hola.
Well, what to say here? Where do you want to start?
I guess I would start that I expect to win a game when I'm 10 of 14 on third downs. But that just didn't happen enough. It really got, I thought I was off to a great start. First play, you get the Chris Jones sack. He doesn't get another one the whole game, which is sad to me because I spent so much time adapting into that 4-2-5 to give him that opportunity, and he just couldn't get it the rest of the game. He got me off to a great start, 3 and out, drive the field, and then Kelsey fumbles, and from that point on, it was all catch up on the Buffalo offense as he kind of throttled me offensively like he did last time I played him.
Yeah. The Kelsey fumble felt like it was pretty important. I'm fairly sure, without looking at ball position, Zach, you Congratulations, Zach, that you turned that around and got
Thank you.
7 points off that turnover when it looked like the Chiefs were heading in for 7 themselves. Talk about the success you had on offense today, Zach. What was the key to that?
Well, I know, Bills Chiefs is going to be heavy offense. So, yeah, that's a great point. That Kelsey fumble was huge. And there was that point right after it on my ensuing drive where I think there was a 5-yard penalty or something that I had just fumbled as well. So I felt like anytime you have possession, you kind of have to score, and something like a turnover might be the difference in the game. And turns out a first quarter turnover was. But I don't know. I felt good. Chris Jones was scary. Brought Tim, I think, helped him get this far even. So, I went for some big passes right away, but I got a little nervous.
I was ready for that.
I know.
That's it right there. That's it right there. You went for some big passes right away, but you reverted to small ball, running in flat passing pretty heavily, starting maybe in your third or fourth drive. Tell us about that.
Yeah. It's kind of the game plan going in. I've been running a lot in the last couple playoff games, so I thought I might catch Tim off guard. Maybe if he was noticing that and try to throw some bombs early, but he was ready for that, but I still think it held his safety back for kind of the rest of the game, and I was able to use that threat to run the ball a lot and just kind of stay with the short game, and it ended up being enough, even without Josh Allen doing anything crazy on the ground. I was just able to get first downs and then a couple big plays where I needed them and get the scores. Like I said, as many times as you can score in that kind of game, not a lot of defense is going to be played, so each one's important.
Tell us about your Cook versus Singletary decisions.
Well, this is if you watch my games, I kind of do this every game. I like to keep Singletary in. Next year, James Cook has some great numbers, I think, but I like to run with Singletary. So usually early third quarter, I'll switch it up to Cook. Mm-hmm. Try to, psych my opponent out maybe think, he brought his back up and he's not going to run. But just play a drive or two with Cook so that I'm never fatigued when I want Singletary for the end of the game. That's really my whole thought process there. It's not – I just think they're both decent. Singletary has a little bit better of a card, so I like to keep him for the situations where I need him.
Tim, tell us about the obviously you talked about investing heavily in the 4-2-5. And, and you'll notice during the broadcast, it's like, well, Nick Bolton could be helpful here. In various kind of situations here and there. Yeah. So was the game plan you're just not going to get beat by the long pass, even though a fourth down got you, and a three on Allen's card got you once, and the short pass on Diggs' long gain 12 got you once. But anyway, was the idea that if he's going to beat you, it's going to be small ball?
Say that again.
Is the idea that if he was going to beat you, it was going to be small ball? Was that the idea, or what was, or just? Because you could have gone 4-3 with Bolton.
Not so much. I guess my thinking there was, Chris Jones, I didn't want him over the center against 7-rated Mitch Morse. And,
and we're talking about the 4-3 versus 4-2-5 situationally.
Yeah, well, I didn't run the 4-3 base almost ever. It was almost always 4-2-5. Yeah. I can call a run out of the 4-2-5, which provides at least some deterrent for Josh Allen. I'm not so concerned about Devin Singletary, but and by the way, he didn't run Josh Allen on me as much as he could have too. So, but yeah, I wanted to, I think last time I played him, I tried to stay in against his offense with a lot of double teams. Didn't have as much success with that as I wanted. And this time I kind of thought, I'm going to try to get Chris Jones whenever I can into that 4-down lineman set where he can position over that ridiculous guard or whatever he has there, Saffold. I can't think who it is, but it's not Mitch Morse, I know. So, but I just didn't, he got that sack on the game's opening play and then was a ghost. I never heard from him again.
Yeah, came close on one, I think. Now, you deserve some accolades publicly for resting Joe Thuney. It cost you 2 sacks and it cost you a run block.
I saw that one too.
So that was my unofficial tally. 3
That's
fairly
what I got
heavy debits against. So I know you're not going to talk about it much, but just want to say from the league perspective, we appreciate that.
Yeah, no, it's all good. And I mean, it changed a little more than that. It changes the offensive approach. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
if Thuney was never beat for a sack in this game, his absence was still felt because I wasn't near as aggressive as I otherwise would have been if Thuney had been in the game. But again, as you know, we've talked about this. It was the right call. So there's no sour grapes about that. I don't think, even though I got a couple sacks, onto him and whatnot, I don't know that it would have made a difference. Zach moved the ball well offensively, and it felt like whatever I was trying to do just wasn't stopping him. And he had really, I think, also the game was kind of
I'm on the
won
call.
on 3 really big fourth down conversions.
Yep.
Because like I said, my third down conversion rate was so much better than his.
Mm-hmm.
But you add 3 fourth down conversions, and they're all around midfield in a game that otherwise would have been close. So I think those were real big, gutsy calls by Zach. One of them at least was in his territory, and they weren't 1 or 2 yards. He was showing some cojones, and he got the payoff.
Yeah, that was
All right,
the
guys.
highest leverage
Hey,
was that fourth.
Gotta go?
You gotta go, Zach?
I got to run. Yeah.
Okay, buddy.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
We'll see you in the Super Bowl.
Thanks a lot. No worries. I'll see y'all next week. Or
Congratulations.
Get well.
So.
Get well,
Appreciate
Zach.
it. Thanks.
The fourth down, under 10 minutes left, fourth quarter, from the Bills' own, call it the 47, 4th and 3. And it was a flat pass to your card, one man.
Yeah, I thought that was my chance right there when it came to my card.
Yep.
And I was having trouble on his flat pass card too. He's got, he didn't have an easy card to hit on that flat pass, but he sat in the nickel all game. His flat pass, I knew, had both a +5 and a +4 on it, but I just kept hitting 4 and 5 a lot. I just had trouble making hay. Yeah, he did a good job for sure, especially offensively. He's got a lot of talent, and he's really tough to stop, and I've proved that twice already this year. So
I think the league, you and the league, just deserve credit for being able to have the defensive flexibility. A lot of leagues do limit you to base defense, except like in third down, or if the other team's going 3 wide, blah blah blah. It just opens up. Yeah, it just opens up so many, because people think the 3-3-5 is too powerful. That's generally
it's also unrealistic because in real life they're going to adapt, and they're definitely not going to necessarily match it. I imagine we'll see a lot of Chiefs nickel on Sunday in the Super Bowl against some base looks from San Francisco, because that's what they do. I only know about the Chiefs. I presume that kind of thing happens across the league. So, it wouldn't be very realistic, I think, to be limiting teams like that. That would be disappointing.
Yeah, and it was just a great aspect of this game. It just was.
Going
3-3-5, you going 4-2-5,
James thing.
Yeah, and
I also threw in some 4-1-6 that I almost never throw in.
Yeah,
that's a formation I had once upon a time thought about building all the backups into, as some people have talked to. So when you want to pull your backups on the field, you just go to that same formation. That's how infrequent I expected to use it. But I don't know. I found it useful a few times in this game. I use that term loosely since I didn't win, but I pulled it out more in this game than I know I ever have. And I agree with you that it's nice that I had that choice. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, it seemed like the things that needed to happen for the Bills to win happened. They needed to find some completions on your long pass, one man.
That 29-yarder to Diggs hit.
Needed to have success running once Zach sort of started running away from Chris Jones a little more.
I saw that too.
More and more success.
And that's where
there.
Bolton would come in handy.
Yeah.
But I'd rather trade out Bolton and get Jones kicked out over the guard instead of the center. Plus, every now and then in a run situation, there were a couple times I took that 0-rated tackle, Colin Saunders, off the field and brought in Derek Nottie.
Yeah.
But ultimately, it's a 0 to a 4. Didn't think it's going to make that much of a difference. And he beat Nottie. He beat the tackle as a 0 rate once, but it would have beat Nottie on the play as well. I mean,
he beat Nottie. He beat Nottie on one play as well. Yeah. He beat, when you brought him in for one, Nottie got beat. Yeah. I mean, the 4 is not going to. Look, 4s are valuable. I mean, it happens, all the time, where 4s come up with these plays, and it's like, how does this happen to 4 make? Well, 1 out of 3 is, significant.
Pacheco got hot many times throughout the game,
Mhm.
especially in the second half. He also caught that 32-yard reception. He's been hot the whole postseason, and honestly, I don't know about anybody else, but sometimes I believe in the hot hand, and
Yeah.
so I started going to him, and especially because I had to play small ball. He did a lot to get me back in that game and put me in position for Hardman to catch those 2 touchdown passes.
Yes.
Got over
The
100 yards again, but in the end, it wasn't enough. Too much offense. I'll hope that the defensive cards are even better next year for KC.
yeah, I mean your 5 got beat in a key spot.
Yeah,
It's not like
yeah.
you're carded. The team is carded well. I mean, I would say the second
Oh,
best
sure.
carded team.
No
Overall,
complaints.
I think the San Francisco, you'd be, the underdog there, and just about everybody else. But
I wanted a shot at San Francisco. It's too bad. I was excited about the idea of watching the Super Bowl Sunday, and then a few days later playing the same matchup, and that damn Zach Zales knee just robbed me of all of it. So, no, seriously though,
penalties,
congratulations to Zach, man. That's a good run that he's on this year, and he's earned it. And I'm excited. So excited for him and Rich to compete in the Super Bowl. I'll be looking forward to it.
yeah, me too. And if you have a minute, we'll talk about that
Sure.
game.
I've got time.
So, both
Yeah.
Zach and Rich, neither have won a COI, neither have won a championship, a Super Bowl
great.
championship. So we'll have a new Super Bowl winner, which is great. And the matchup is one where I don't know. I just think of Josh Allen's legs potentially. Maybe one of if it's the first leverage factor. You think, well, the pathways
Difference
to a
maker,
Bills
maybe.
win. The pathways are limited, right? But but of those limited pathways, well, how does he get there? Probably not going to get a lot of run calls out of Rich, I imagine. And
Josh only had 9 carries for 22 in this game, and I think many of those were line bucks. And also does taking a knee count as part of those?
It does.
I think it does.
It does.
He probably
yeah.
only called run to Josh Allen twice all game, maybe.
Yeah, 3 or 4 times. I think one was called back.
Yeah.
But and you have to get a Mahomes one called back too. But he, that San Francisco is not going to be afraid of this run game, and I would imagine if they are, it's a mistake. Don't be afraid of it. It's almost like you got to let Josh Allen beat you.
I mean, Josh Allen has plenty of. I don't have the number in front of me, but he has quite a few carries. Huh?
7 or 8. Yeah.
No, I thought he has more like 13.
And runs? No, it's 7 or 8. I forget which.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's a little more
recently.
Manageable then, I guess. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, but so you gotta accept those short gains. They're gonna beat you, and shore up that pass D. If I'm San Fran, and hey, if Josh Allen wins the game, he wins the game.
If he sits in the nickel like he did all day against me, then you attack that 0-rated linebacker when you attack Von Miller in the flat when the other linebackers cover at a 6. So, we'll see how they in their matchup the formations are dictated and who's in what formation. But not only is Von Miller a 0, but there's also the temptation to blitz him because of the 11 blitz rating. So I was hitting him pretty hard.
Yes, yeah, and looking at the other side of the ball as you are, it seems like there's options. I mean, it's a good defense Buffalo has, second in league in interceptions, a very good run D, but still it's still tilted to San Fran.
Probably, yeah.
Just because it's just a much stronger run pass option. The strength of McCaffrey and Garoppolo's pretty decent card, especially against Strong.
Yeah. And especially short.
Yeah, exactly. So they got a bunch of them, and all the yak guys. It's.
But Buffalo does counter with a short pass 3-man column that has 3 incompletions empty there. That's the most I've seen on a short pass card. So He'll have that against Garoppolo, even if he's got it on wrong, as a possibility. So I'd have to look to see. I don't know what San Francisco's pass block is like right now off the top of my head. But
see here a lack of interception returns for Buffalo, and that would be, this it's something you have to game plan for. That helps San Fran a lot. But that would be another pathway, right? Would be Buffalo's INTs.
sure.
If they can snag a couple like the Chargers did last year, also with a very poor interception return, but we got one for a touchdown in the flats. That was the game winner.
Those are game changers. Those are game changers.
For sure. Let's see. People tend to throw short against this Buffalo defense. They were 5th in the league in propensity to have short thrown against them, interestingly, despite how good the card is, which I think is just a testament to how good the defense is, right? You're just like, where are you going to go?
That and probably being behind in a lot of games.
Yep.
And, it's not like their long pass defensive card is flawed,
Awesome.
Especially either. So, it's probably a lot of teams trying to come back late. I think I must have probably thrown short pass 30 times the last time we played because he jumped on me 31-3. So, I imagine he got up on quite a few teams this year, and that forced some short pass flow in the offense.
Well, it should be a good one.
I'm excited about it. It should be a good one.
Make sure the guys give us, we'll call when we're there. Give us at least a day or, and whatnot.
I'm sure we'll do that. I'll reach out to him. I can tell you, and obviously by extension, tell everybody that's listening that I know for sure Rich has a kind of a busy schedule right now. I don't know exactly when that game is going to be played, but it sounds like it's certainly not going to be this weekend. It'll probably be next week. It could even be next weekend. I mean, it could be a little bit. So, and that's okay. I have no problem with that. There's no reason to rush the final game of the year. I agree with you, and I'll tell them as well. I think the important thing is, hey, give us a couple days notice so we can make sure we got a broadcast team ready to go for you, because we're definitely going to want to cover that no matter what.
Right on. Well, congratulations on a great season. AFC West title.
Thanks. Thanks.
Number 2 seed. AFC Championship game. There's not much to complain about. You coached them really well. I faced you twice. I know how well you coached them, and you deserve.
It is what it is. Zach beat me tonight, fair and square. Hey, before we get out of here, I'm going to say something verbally now to you that I've been wanting to type to you for a while, and I'm just so busy and just have trouble getting to it and didn't have time. I want to thank you not just for broadcasting and all that you've done to kind of help us along the way, and frankly training me to get me to the point where I'm able to do it myself. But earlier this year, you sent me some files that I could add to my broadcast portfolio that are really badass. The year 23 banner and all of I love the rolling credits for COY and for the Super Bowl champions. And it's not just that. You put together some nice stuff. And I meant to get to that, and I didn't. And I feel bad, and I wanted to apologize to you publicly. I think it's pretty bad form as a commission to have you put all that together, offer it up to me, and me never even bother to download it, leading up to the Super Bowl. Maybe we'll get to it in a little bit. But either way, I wanted you to know that I appreciate it. I think your broadcast looked really sharp because of that stuff. And if you don't give up on me and try that on me again next year, I promise I'll get that out week 1 for you, because I do.
We'll do. I have to get with Dan. Oh, appreciate that. No worries at all. I have to get with Dan, right? Is it who knows it? Dan Sir, right? Won the COI. So
yes, this year.
We'll add him at his third
and either
COI championship
Zach
to the
or
scroll,
Rich.
and either Zach or Rich will get a champion.
Now, Rich went to the Super Bowl once. He lost to you last year. He hasn't been to one before that. Is that right? That's what
Not that I'm aware of. I'm hyper aware of who won, because putting together those scrolls and whatnot versus who lost. At some point I've always had the ambition of putting together a runner-up scroll too, a third runner-up scroll. Just haven't gotten around to that one yet. We'll see.
Oh, that's cool. I really do like those. I like that. The more I've seen it, the more it's ingrained into my memory, because that's where I think it should be. And so I like that I get to see that every now and then as a refresher. I really do.
Yeah, it's nice to see everybody's names up there too. The people who we had in the league, and see Harlan's name on the COI. You see
All that too. Yeah.
that sort of thing. Yep. So it's nice to see that for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Tim, thanks again for a great season. Enjoyed it, and we'll be back with our Super Bowl broadcast hopefully here within a week or so.
Something like that. Thanks again for covering it tonight, Anthony.
Sure thing. All right, that will do it here from, where were we tonight? We're Buffalo. The Buffalo Bills advance on a 35-27 win over the Chiefs to the Super Bowl. We'll have the Bills and the 49ers next week. Until then, have a good night, everybody.